Without a doubt, the most common desk job changer is lower back pain. So how do we avoid lower back pain when we're sitting at our desks? I recommend that you use a wobble cushion. So these cushions, if you put them at the back of the chair and then sit on the chair as you normally would, it not only means that we're raising our hips higher than our knees, creating this lovely curve, this S shape that's really important to keep our spines healthy, but the unstable surface of the wobble cushion will also challenge our balance a little bit more, meaning that we're activating our core and avoiding straining the muscles and ligaments in our spines. Another tip for avoiding lower back pain is to do pelvic rocks. So when we're sat at our desk, it's advisable that we rock our pelvis as far forward as we can get it. So really pushing the hips, driving them forward, and then allowing it to slump backwards so we're creating this C-shaped curve in our lower backs. And ideally, we want to perform these pelvic rocks 5 times forwards and 5 times backwards. So as soon as you start to notice a bit of discomfort or a bit of tension in your lower back, start doing these pelvic rocks and get your spine moving. Wrist pain when typing. This is a really common injury and it's usually created by repetitive strain. So when we're typing, our tendons in our wrist are constantly gliding backwards and forwards, and this can create a bit of inflammation on the wrist. The things that we commonly see is that people have their wrists in this extended position when they're typing, so the wrist is already bent back, and we want to avoid that. Use either a wrist guard or get a towel, roll it into a sausage and pop that between the keyboard and you so that your wrists remain in the nice neutral position as you are typing. Another thing that we recommend that you do is the prayer stretch regularly. So what we want to do for this is if we put our palm of our hands together, lift our elbows really high and drive the hands down towards the ground. And we want to hold this for about 20 seconds and really feel that stretch in our forearms. Another common problem that we see with desk workers is neck and shoulder pain. We want to make sure that our arms are relaxed by our sides so that our chair height is high enough that we're not doing this with our shoulders, creating unnecessary tension. We also want to make sure that the computer monitor is set directly in front of us, as is our keyboard, and our mouse is tightly in by our side. If you're using a phone a lot at work, make sure that you aren't hunching it between your shoulder and your ear. So avoid stressing the spine in these twisted positions and instead try and use a headset. When you're sat at the desk, you avoid blinking as often, so it can lead to fatigue and dry eyes. You can also have the computer screen set too far away, so we're squinting to look at words, or it's too close, so it's difficult for our eyes to focus. Sitting, staring at a computer screen for hours on end can cause eye strain. To make sure that the computer monitor is set up the correct distance from our bodies so that we're not straining our eyes to look at something that's too far away or something that's too close. You could also use a screen filter to reduce glare. Every 20 to 30 minutes, look at something in the distance, such as the window, for at least 20 seconds. Or better yet, get up and move around. Over time, being sat in a bent position day in, day out can lead to tight hip flexors. This can not only cause problems with the hips, but also with the lower back. So my top tips for avoiding sitting for too long is to download a free app called Stand Up, or set a regular interval timer on your phone to remind you to get up, move around, get the circulation going and make those muscles more active.